Marcus sat alone in a dark car on a remote road outside Maplewood. The gun was cold in his hands. He had tried warnings. He had tried plans. Tonight, he was done with both. But inside the cabin that morning, everything felt different. Romeo made eggs, Amara made coffee. They kept bumping into each other in the small kitchen and laughing about it like it was the best thing in the world. She sat down and looked at him across the coffee cups and said, "I could get used to this." He looked back and said, "Then stay." She looked down, hiding her smile. For 45 minutes, the whole world was exactly the right size. Then his phone rang. Jake's name on the screen. Romeo answered, still smiling. Within 3 seconds, the smile was completely gone. Amara saw his face change and set down her cup and waited. He came back and took her hands. He said, "Stay inside today, all day." She said, "Romeo." He said, "Please, just trust me today." She looked at his face for a long moment and said quietly, "Okay, I trust you." The sheriff put extra patrols around town. Jake drove slow circles through every street. The whole town felt different that morning, quieter than usual, the kind of quiet that comes before something nobody is ready for. Romeo went to his workshop and tried to work normally, but his mind kept going to the cabin, to Amara alone inside, to Marcus somewhere out there with nothing left to lose. He was sanding oak with his back to the door when he felt it. Not heard it, felt it, the way the air in the room changed. He set the sandpaper down slowly and turned around. Marcus was standing just inside the door. Romeo did not reach for anything, did not raise his voice, just looked at him with steady eyes. Marcus said, "Step aside. She belongs with me. She always has." Romeo said, "She is not a thing that belongs to anyone, and deep down, you already know that." Romeo looked at him and said, "Love is not supposed to make someone run 800 miles in the middle of the night just to feel safe. If she ran from you that hard, then somewhere inside, you already know why." Something crossed Marcus's face for just 1 second, something almost human. Then the cold came back. Jake and the sheriff came through the door. Marcus looked around and ran. Romeo came home as the sun went down. Amara crossed the room and threw her arms around him before he even took off his jacket. He held her and thought, "This is what I was keeping watch for." That night, they fell asleep on the couch together. She on his chest, his arm around her, fire dying slowly beside them, snow falling outside. Two people who had been alone too long, finally sleeping without nightmares. And in the dark forest, 2 miles outside Maplewood, Marcus sat against a pine tree, gun beside him, one last plan. Tomorrow morning, before the town wakes up, before Romeo is ready, one way or another, this ends tomorrow.